What's up, everyone? My name is Marlon, the Chocolate Husbando, and if you're wondering about this little cutie right here, Blaze is here to help me go ahead and talk about Pokemon Sword. Now, we're going to try and keep things a little short here, so this way I don't go rambling on too much. Now, I know a lot of you have probably had your issues with it. Maybe some of you have had some issues with the National Pokédex. Maybe it's the Curry Dex. Who knows? I don't honestly care. And without further ado, let's go into the graphical side of the game. Graphics, I think they did a superb job, honestly. I feel like a few people were actually worried about what we were going to get now that it was moving from 2D handheld games to all of a sudden 3D animations and all that. Not like they hadn't built into 3D animation before, but, moving on to consoles, we were kind of all probably a little worried. I loved just running around the area, seeing how things were lit, seeing the Pokemon battles and how they were lit during the different times of the day, seeing how the light played off of everything. I think my only gripe would be that it looks like time wasn't reflected inside any of the cities, so it could be night outside but daytime in the city, which made absolutely no sense whatsoever. One thing we definitely loved, or at least I loved about it, was definitely seeing how the environment itself played out and how everything interacted with it. Water, because especially since a lot of games do have problems with getting proper water down right, actually looked really good. The waves were beautiful and crisp. You can see what the rise of the top, well, not so much the rise of the tides, but the rise of the waves, how they swapped out over each other and all that. Moving right along, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the audio, and, audio. Music was freaking fantastic. Oh my goodness, I could probably sit there listening to just a soundtrack of this game forever. I love so many places. Every place had its own song going for it. I love the gym battle music, especially when you got to their last Pokemon, possibly even yours. It never happened to me for that. But just hearing the crowd jump in and start singing along as well, that just kept me so enthralled in just the battle. Sometimes I would just find myself sitting there listening to the song itself rather than actually participating in the battle. The Dynamax Raid's battle music was also pretty interesting, especially after you managed to beat the Pokemon. Listening to that song just made me feel like, oh my goodness, this is something epic. This is going to be great. You throw the Pokemon, you watch it rock, and you're listening to the music in the background trying to egg you on, like, oh my god, is it going to actually catch? Is it not going to catch? What's going to happen? And now moving right along to my overall impression of the game. Again, I might have said this earlier, you might have caught that, but I absolutely love this game. I adore it. I'm hoping we get plenty more like it later on down the line. I hope we get even better down the line too. Everything just wowed me with this game, and I had high hopes going into it anyways, despite all the negatives. I just hope that they can do more, that they actually go beyond what they've already accomplished with this game, now that they know they can do it. So much I loved about it. I kind of wish the open world area, the wild area itself, had actually been expanded on more, just so we could see all the different kinds of Pokemon they could have fit in. But it was still fun to see the Pokemon actually standing up, walking around. Even Snorlax, who spent the last 20 years laying on its back or trying to set up, actually was out there walking around. And it does chase after you. And it is a horrifying experience when you see a Pokemon much stronger than you decide to barrel after you. If it catches you, you're in for a fight that might end up wiping you out. And it was actually exciting. It was so cute to see some of the smaller Pokemon just run after you, like Yamper, Sneasel, Eevee, Pikachu, Meowth even. Love me! We've all seen, and I'm sure a lot of us have already seen Galarian Meowth, but let's not get into that one right now. But it was just adorable to see so many different Pokemon actually either run away from you because they're afraid of you, or run towards you because they're actually excited. I just love that aspect. I hope we get to see more of it later on down the line. Gameplay was solid. It's been the same formula for ever since it began. Why change it now? Sure, they can do some things better with it, but you know what? That's all in the future. Still, it was solid for what it was worth. Interaction with the world itself also was pretty solid as well. Just the usual stuff, biking around, running around, walking, interacting with the various people in the towns. And I can definitely say that the towns feel more alive. I mean, sure, it probably could have used a few more people in it, but you know what? For what we got, it's still pretty lively in each and every one of those towns. I kind of wish we could have interacted with the hot springs or something, you know. But, you know, we got what we got. Alright, that's enough about me gushing about Pokemon Sword. I'm sure you guys can tell I absolutely loved it and had a blast with it. If you guys like what y'all saw, be sure to like, subscribe, even comment. I'd love to see what you guys gotta say, especially if it's constructive, helpful, or you know, just how you guys felt about the game too. Whether it's positive or negative, I'd still love to hear it. Be sure to again, with shares definitely helps out with us a lot. Go ahead and show it around to all your friends and family members. Maybe they'll get into it too. But that's enough for me now. Again, I am Marlon, the Chocolate Husbando, and it's been a pleasure speaking with each and every last one of you guys.